Hello, my dear Virgos. Welcome back to Three Trails Tarot, and thank you so much for being here today for your September 2022 tarot reading. You may have noticed that I have blue cloth here today, even though I typically have orange on my table. And this is because for 2022, I am following the birthstone colors of the month. And for September, it is sapphire. What a pretty blue that is too. Okay, so the way we're going to start this is to find out first, what is your overarching energy? Whoops, it already came up for us. Which is sentiment and joy with the otters. Okay, so Virgo, thinking about things that you love and care about and that bring you joy. So sentiment and joy is going to be the overarching feeling that kind of permeates throughout the month. And next we are going to find out what your influencing energies are going to be. These are things that you come into the month of September wanting to do, feeling, thinking before you start the month, and could also influence much of the decisions and actions that you take and motivations that you have during the month. Okay, so let's find out what that is. Oh, and I forgot to mention that if you like any of the reading, please subscribe. Actually, just go ahead and subscribe now. I'd really appreciate you supporting my channel by doing that. Okay, so let's see what we have for you, Virgo. Oh, and if this is just a reminder, this is a general reading. And I hope that whether it resonates or not, you stay with me today and finish all the way to the end, because there might be information you could actually use when September comes around. Okay, we just never know what to expect sometimes. We have the world. What a beautiful way to enter the month of September. Okay, I will talk about it more once I lay out these 4 cards, which are not exactly jumping all over the place. So I'm just going to split. Looks like they want me to just split them today. And so we have the World, the Page of Pentacles, the 10 of Wands, and the 7 of Cups, Virgo. Okay, so it doesn't matter what order these are in. They're not in for any particular week. These are just feelings, thoughts, desires, hopes that you have as you move into the month of September. Okay, as you enter the month of September. So what I see here with the World is starting off the month of September with a lot of hope. Okay, hope and joy in that hope, and having completed a cycle in your life. So August ended something that you had gone through, and there's joy that has ended. Okay, now for the Page of Pentacles, I also see you looking, examining your sense of stability and security, in addition to being part of this change, this new life path that you are now going to take because that other cycle ended, right? So you're entering September hopeful to get finances straight, maybe do some investing, maybe even buy a home or a car, but you're doing it, you're going to go through this process with wisdom. You're going to be practical and very practical about it, and just doing a lot of research. Now with the 10 of Wands, it looks like you also enter this phase sort of like worn out, tired. You worked very hard. There was a burden that is now going to be released, because this is a 10 card. That means this cycle of having felt burden, whether this is work, whether this is a loss of motivation, whether this is due to projects or people, this work that you did by choice is going to end, and you are going to start your new cycle now. Now with 7 of Cups, I see you very hopeful to have many choices and opportunities. Perhaps you've perceived what these opportunities are. Maybe people have presented these to you. Maybe from your research, you got excited from some of the things that you've discovered. And so now you're going to use September to make some choices. So let's see what your weekly activities are going to be like, Virgo. See what we have for you. Okay, we have, ooh, nice, 9 of Cups. We will talk more about that once I lay all the cards out. Sorry for giving that away. We also have High Priestess. Oh, I didn't realize this flipped. We have Ace of Swords. Do I have any other flip ones? No. Okay. Whoa, they're just coming out for you. 8 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, or rods for this deck, that's what they call them, but it's equal to wands. Don't want to get anyone confused. Page of Swords. Since they're just jumping out, I'm going to let them jump out. Tell me which ones to... Okay, 2 cards fell. I hope I don't move the camera because they're right by the stand. Oh, actually it's 3. So we have a reverse 10 of Wands. The reverse of this. So that's a nice thing to see. And then we have the 4 of Swords and the 7 of Wands. Okay, let's see what else we have for you. Whoa, way too many. We have Page of Cups, and hopefully we'll only get one more card here. And we have 6 of Coin, or 6 of Pentacles. Okay. So, Virgo, sentiment and joy. What I'm getting from here, what gives you sentiment and joy, is to feel comfort and to stop having to work so hard. That's what I kind of see right here. All right, so you start off the month with a party. Woo, that's what I'm talking about, Virgo. That is so fun. Okay, so you start off the month with a party, celebrating perhaps this end of a cycle that you've been trying to get past. So party time, I call this party time card. And also this is an abundance card. So just feeling cheerful, having good health, getting best wishes, and satisfied with things that have happened in August and how you're entering September. And with the Ace of Pentacles, so much hope to start these new ideas. Remember I said you enter the month with some great ideas because you did some research about investing or career moves or anything that could change your financial situation or your assets, like buying a house or car. And so with the Ace of Pentacles, now you are taking action. You've made some choices and you're taking actions to implement some of these choices and to kind of get them started. Of course, this is a lot of work. First you partied, and then you worked hard again to make some of these to start up some of these choices. Could be a business startup, it could be searching for a car, it could be searching for a house, but it's a lot of work. And so it requires some rest time. Okay, so when you feel that need to rest because it's just too overwhelming or it's just too much, I say go for it. Okay, because obviously your body is telling, when your body tells you, hey, we're tired, most likely you need some me time, Virgo. So try to give yourself some me time to get that rest and relaxation. Okay, because once you enter into the second week as the High Priestess, I see you using more of your intuition, trusting yourself, and reaching into some experiences and knowledge that you've had in the past to truly make some changes for your September, or in September, for yourself, okay, for your life, for this new cycle. It's not necessarily a big life-changing thing. I think what you're looking for here is more stability, more consistency for September. It's kind of the feeling that I get. And so you're just thinking about things like, okay, now that you've rested, your mind is more clear, and you're able to say, you know, I believe I've heard someone did this before, or I remember something like that happening. And so you're going to be using your intuition as a guide for you, and some knowledge and experience and inner wisdom. Now, with the Four of Wands, or the Four of Rods, I see another celebration, perhaps with family. There could be a homecoming or a reunion where you are hanging out with family and friends, but it looks like it's primarily family. Like you decide to go home, you decide to spend time with family is what I see here, Virgo. I also see that maybe you mentioned some things to your family about some changes you're making, and you've got some naysayers in the crowd, and so you may find yourself trying to stand your ground, or with the Seven of Wands, and letting them know, hey, this is my plan, my life, this is, you know, what I want for myself. So I don't see this as a huge incident or anything like that. I don't see any conflict cards, but it's more like, you know, they're questioning you and you set them straight, so to speak, Virgo. Now, with the Ace of Swords, I see you as trying to discover new ideas, more ideas. I see this more as you wanting some new ideas to make things even better for yourself. I think that's wonderful that you are coming up with all these new ideas, because then that gives you more options. And then here with the Page of Swords, taking action to what do you call it? Find out more about these ideas. You know, which ones are better, which one will kind of help you get to where you want to be. So seeking the truth of the ideas, seeking the validity of them, and the feasibility of them. So just really doing more research. Now, with the Page of Cups, I see you wanting to learn more about communications. Perhaps I see this as more related to your projects for some reason. Not so much like with a personal relationships, but with maybe customer relationships, work relationship, kind of thing, where you want to learn better ways to communicate or advertise, or you know, speak to people in the way that you wanted to relate the information. You know, sometimes we have a good intent of, we want to say this and this and this and this, but it's like all in how we say it, right? And this looks like what you are focused on in the third week, in the end of the third week. Okay, so now we have the Eight of Wands. So you are in research mode here, it looks like, all throughout the third week. And then you go into action. Now, some of the actions that you take spur on or grow more actions, add more actions. And so before you know it, you find yourself incredibly busy responding and reacting to this. You also get some really great news, though, because I'm so focused on this castle, which is beautiful and wonderful and hidden in the hills. So there's a surprise good news as well in your 4th week, Virgo. And also here with the reverse of 9 of Wands, what I see here is perhaps because of all this action, it kind of wore you out a little bit, but mostly from the point of maybe opening up and taking in some what do you call it, support. So you kind of get a little stubborn, but at the same time, because you're worn out, you just don't feel like fighting. It's like, oh, this is just too much. And may even feel like quitting because of all of the stuff that you didn't anticipate that would happen once you started getting things going. Okay, I think that happens to a lot of us. When it gets to be too much and overwhelming, it's almost like we start to question, why did I do this? But hang in there, Virgo, because 6 of Pentacles tells us your finances are going to stable out. Things are going to work out for you to the point where you can even share some of it to charity or help other people out. And whoever owes you will be paying you back. So there's this fairness here, this give and take, and this balance with regard to your finances and your sense of security at home. Now let's see if we can find out if there is any additional information or get some clarification on this reading. And already we have 2 cards, and we have the Hermit. So the Hermit, I believe, has to do with us, High Priestess, as you take the time to really think about things. So it looks like this is going to be happening sometime in the beginning of the 2nd week, where you are going to take a moment, a breather, to just think about your direction and what will give you joy, what will make you happy. And there is also 4 of Wands, and 4 of Wands again has to do with family celebration. Put it right here. Okay, family celebration. So there might be a wedding coming up, Virgo, that you'll be invited to, or a family reunion, which sounds like so much fun. All right, so let's see what else we have for you. Whoa. Okay, so we got 2 more cards. We have 9 of Pentacles, which again is all about abundance. So that emphasizes this message. Hang in there, Virgo, especially if this is resonating with you. If this sounds like what's going to happen to you when you get into the month of September and you start seeing things happen, I want you to remember me and say, oh my gosh, 3 Trails Tarot mentioned this. And when things get tough, just hang in there, because if it all starts to work in that sequence, then that means, wow, it's going to work out for you. So trust the process, trust yourself. And then Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is all about finding your power, feeling secure with the things that you are planning for yourself emotionally, knowing that you will have the joy that you are trying to establish for yourself, or continue that joy or secure that joy, and also nurturing and healing. So we have here resting. So there's party, there's resting, there's thinking, there's a lot of action still happening. So all of this is going to induce some healing at some point, especially with the resting. That's part of the healing process. So this is a reminder that when things get tough, allow yourself to have some time for yourself, to just either be still, or whatever it is that's relaxing to you. It could be taking a break, playing video games, watching fun movies, or it could be just taking a nap, so whatever it is that helps you to heal and makes you feel like you have, that you are in charge and it's your personal power that is making things happen, then do that. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards from this oracle deck to see if we can get some guidance for you. See how many are here. Okay, so there's 3. And, okay, this makes a lot of sense. It pretty much goes along with the reading. Multiverse is all about, there's so many different ways to handle things. It's kind of like saying there are many different dimensions. There's a different you in every dimension, right? Which in our dimension, it has to do with, there are many opportunities, and each opportunity will lead you to another opportunity or a different state or of lifestyle, or a different kind of lifestyle, a different life. So this card is reminding you, you have the power to choose how your life is going to be. And you may not be able to be all these different people, but choose the one that makes you the happiest. Choose the one that makes you feel the most fulfilled, and that you are following your purpose, your personal purpose. Okay, and along with that is connection. So what I see here with you is, I don't see a whole lot of, well, there is connection with the party and then the family gatherings and things like that. But is there a person in your life that you care about? Because it looks like that might be missing, or you put it aside. Not that that's a bad thing, but this card is saying sometimes it's nice to have that extra support, you know, and that person that's kind of like your personal cheerleader. And so this card talks about, see how these two planets are kind of like separated. Actually, this is more of a reflection, right? So it looks like they're separated, but this is really a reflection. So this is really you. And then there's these 2 circles, and then a part of the circle that is connected. And that would be where you are different or similar with the person that you are with, that can provide you the support, the encouragement, the new ideas, the passion to push through some of this difficulty that you may have to go through, that may happen, may or may not happen. But this is saying, this card is reminding you that there could be someone that could be very supportive to you. Not necessarily a lover, but it could be someone who just really cares about, a good friend, or it could be family that is very supportive. So reach out to them. That's what this card is saying. Reach out to them. Don't be afraid to reach out. And then this other one is stillness, and stillness has to do with, again, healing. Okay, so this is, actually I should put this over here. This is a healing and healing right there. Oh, I'm going to pull one more card from the angel deck. All of a sudden it just got really hot in this room. Okay, so let's do an angel card. They're not coming out, so I'm going to like move these around and see. Okay, and we'll go with Archangel Shamuel, and it's the water tourmaline, and it says, are you looking for romance? Do you need more attention and affection? It is time to nurture yourself and treat yourself the way you want others to treat you. This is a good time to rev up your self-acceptance and increase your willingness to allow more love in your life. Remember I said I didn't really see any kind of like love stuff. Now we have Page of Cups, but that's more about communicating and connection, you know, learning how to connect with people. And perhaps I should have mentioned that, but I just didn't see any other cards that went with it. But this angel card caught something that I kind of touched on with this connection card. So perhaps you're keeping yourself super busy partying and going to family events to not focus so much on the fact that you probably want to have a relationship with someone, a very close one, that you've been putting on hold. So let me pull another angel card for you, Virgo, because I feel like there's got to be another message here. Okay, so we have Archangel Raziel. And this one is, are you finding that life is out of control? Do you need to sort out exactly what's going on to get the reason for the chaos? Take the time to go within and call on the ascending masters, spirit guides, and angels to provide you with the inspiration you need to transform your life. So you ended a cycle and you're celebrating that, but I think also there's something that's missing, and you're keeping yourself busy with work. It's like you're giving yourself projects to distract you, and there's some truth that needs to be found here, right, Virgo? I'm really getting a sense that you're distracting yourself by keeping yourself busy and focused on something else, and you're telling yourself that that's your joy, but there really is another joy that you are seeking and need but haven't addressed. Okay, so I don't know what you want to do with that information, but it might be helpful to you to address it, you know. All right, that's all I have for you, Virgo. I hope that you found this helpful or useful in some way, and will be useful to you when you enter the month of September. And if it does work out for you, please write me a comment, let me know, because my whole reason for doing this is to try to help people in my own way, even people I don't know. Sometimes it's helpful, I don't know, sometimes it is, but I'm just trying to do my small part. All right, Virgo, I wish you the best, absolute best of luck in September, and hope you come back for your October reading. So for now, best wishes to you always. Bye, Virgo.